players.
Whoa, look at this guy.
Hold on.
Howdy doody. Are you in Montana?
How'd you know?
Background.
Oh. Yeah, I'm figuring it out.
It was somewhere out like South Dakota or something.
Yeah, we're in Big Sky. Big Sky.
Okay.
So Chris, what's up? What was your adventures over the weekend?
Did a Chasing Amy reunion show for the 175th birthday of Genoa City. Actually, Chasing Amy hadn't all been together, and actually it wasn't all of the original members, but it's probably been about 10, 11 years since any of us had all played together.
Chris also saw a great show yesterday at the Broken Oar.
What show did Chris see then?
He went and saw Wolfie.
Oh yeah, I did. I did a twofer because Angie and Bobby at Sundance were having a benefit. They were auctioning off that guitar that all the local musicians signed to help raise money for
Angie's sister.
Angie's sister. So I actually, and Mellon Cougar was playing there, so I went and checked them out for a little bit, and then headed over to the Broken Oar to go see Wolfgang.
Yay.
Ara is just sensational. Their vocals, and I mean, like I said, Wolfgang in that band, it's just a whole new level. Awesome.
That's where we were gonna go, but then at the last minute, we changed it to going to Sohopt.
Oh, for
the
David.
memorial for David Eakin's daughter, Miranda. So they started out, once I heard that they were starting out at 1:00 with Acoustic Hats with my girl Casey Rustin Torrey, I was like, oh shit, Wolfie doesn't need me. Casey needs me. I'm gonna go, And plus I thought, and so after Acoustic Hats, they had Justin Wallace, they had Rumor Has It, they had Pino, they had Rich Sawyer, then they had Rumor Has It come back up. So it was like 4 hours of music, and so it was packed on. It was inside Sohopt, and it was packed. It was a really good day for a tribute for David's daughter. Mojo got up and sang Crazy Train.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Which that happens to be our wedding song, and not by choice. It's just that when we got married, our officiant said, I now pronounce you husband and wife. And then he played Crazy Train, and then he shot confetti cannons out of his sleeves, shot confetti out.
Wait, was this in Vegas?
No.
That's awesome.
It's a long story. I kind of have it on video. It's a long story, but
can I please have the video here?
I'll send it to you. It's like a 5-minute wedding video. The whole ceremony was ridiculous. My brother was the officiant, and he was like, Mike, do you agree to... No, he made me to agree to a list of ridiculous demands, and then he made Mike agree to buy him a tropical drink the next day in Costa Rica. And that was it.
Seems like a fair deal.
Yeah, so we took our brother with on our honeymoon. It was awesome. Do you know how much alone time I got on that honeymoon? It was amazing. They were out fishing. It was great.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird message with going off the rails on the Crazy Train right after you say I do.
Just saying.
I didn't pick it, like I said. That was chosen by the officiant. So.
It's usually the divorce lawyer does that.
That's a showstopper right there.
Bongo Mike, what's going on?
Not much. I was talking to Chris Rhodes yesterday, and I officially crapped out. I didn't do anything. I didn't go to Broken Oar, I didn't go to Sundance, and I didn't go to Sohops. I was done. I watched the Bears, sat on my couch, and did stuff around the house.
He ate fish. He made fish.
I did make fish on the grill.
Mrs. Gorton's, or what's that? Gorton's?
Gorton's, no. On Friday I worked all day, and then I had the gig at Sundance, which was a lot of fun. And then on Saturday, I just was up way too early. I started doing stuff around the house, and And then at about 1 o'clock, I threw the towel in and just laid in the pool pretty much the entire day. And then I checked out Hideaway Brew Garden that night. So it was cool.
Where is that?
Hoffman Estates, kind of where the Poplar Creek used to be. You know, in that, if you think about the area, like 59 and Higgins and 90 on the other side.
I'm so mad you went without me.
Yeah,
We'll
what's
go
up
again.
with that?
That's a big FU right there, buddy.
I didn't plan it.
I mean, we've been talking about going there for I don't know how long.
You know, we got to go. It's cool. Honestly, though, if they're going to be a venue that's going to have live music, my recommendation is invest in a sound system that sounds good. Because to me, it sounded weak, flat, no bottom end. No bottom end, Pete. You wouldn't like it.
Was it the sound guy that screwed up, or was it the system?
I think it's the system because I went up close. It just didn't have any punch.
No.
The system with no balls. And you know, you
Oh.
got a big area to fill. I mean, it's not huge, but you got a large open area. You need to have a sound system that can project. Outside of that, the atmosphere was excellent. You know, it was a nice night, cool. I was home early, man. I was done. I woke up on Sunday and I couldn't even get out of bed. I was just wiped out.
I was going to tell you guys about the Monster Jam on Thursday at Rock House, Women That Rock. It was one of the best Monster Jams. Granted, I haven't been to that many, but it was so good. It was all female songs, mostly females on stage. Some guys like Doug Shoenbeck and Dave Ziegler got up there.
Dave Ziegler?
Remy's dad, yeah. Is that his name, Ziegler? Yeah.
Dave, he's a bass player, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But we got to see Casey Rustin Torrey. We got to see Elise McLaren. Too many to name. It was like 3 hours of all female songs. Like, you know, I think they started with the Cranberries and did, you know, the usual like Scandal and Heart and Pat Benatar and stuff like that, but really covered an awesome variety of female fronted songs. Women That Rock.
Who do we have on the show that just showed up?
It might be my boys from the Sad Machines.
Hi there.
Hi.
Kevin.
Good to see you.
You too, and nice to meet you, Mr. Cowboy Man. I literally just now got a message from David that says he can't make it, so it's just going to be me.
Pete's coming at us today from Montana, so
Big Sky.
He likes to walk the walk and talk the talk. That's why he's got his cowboy and that beautiful sky behind you. I don't normally get on the show, but I wanted to join this show so that I could introduce you guys. Because we just happened to pop in on you last year and it was like instantaneous.
Was it like, because we played Rock House just in April a few months ago. Okay.
A friend of mine was in town. His name's Preston Poling. He's known as the bearded miniaturist. This guy's a story in itself. He's kind of infamous. But he's a huge Smashing Pumpkins fan, right? So he's in town for a miniature show, and he always stays at our house at Hotel Miller. And I'm looking up shows to go to, and I'm like, no way. There's a freaking Smashing Pumpkins tribute band 8 minutes from my house. Do you want to go? And he was like, hell yeah, I want to go.
That sounds serendipitous.
And so we went to your show. Instant
I'm
fan.
a drummer.
And
I need a
like,
dictionary.
huh?
I want to know what a miniature show is.
Yeah, who's got Wikipedia up?
Yeah.
What's a miniature show?
So Preston builds miniatures. Like he built a miniature of the apartment of Frasier.
Nice.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Down to the details with Martin's chair, with the exact fabric that they used to make that chair. Like he got into detail, and he's like this award-winning miniaturist. He can just build miniatures of things, like a miniature record store. He built a miniature record store. Then he got famous because he built a miniature of a set, and it was a very innocent-looking set. It looked like an office. And he entered it into the Kentucky State Fair, and it won 3rd place.
Great.
And then it got pulled because they realized what the set was.
Tree is getting a lot of attention after being pulled from display.
I created it piece by piece to be an identical replica of the one that we're all familiar with, or we don't want to admit that we're familiar with.
This is the entry in question called the casting couch. Preston Polling entered it into the miniatures category. It won third place. The display is of an office, but if you look closely, it's depicting a scene from a pornographic video. Polling learned it went missing Tuesday night. He says when he went to check it out Wednesday morning, the fair told him it was removed for being inappropriate.
The joke wasn't on the fair. The joke's not on the judges. The joke isn't on people who are offended by this. The joke is to submit something that you either get or you don't get.
The Kentucky State Fair issued a statement saying entries submitted to the fair are routinely reviewed throughout the event, and the entry in question has been removed from display at this time. Polling says he does get to keep his ribbon, and his other entries are still on display.
It was from a porn. It was the casting couch. It was the casting couch.
Hey, go back. Was there naked little miniature women on that couch?
No, just miniature butt prints, sweaty butt prints.
Honestly, you give them the prize, and you can't. That's on them for not knowing.
So I mean, no, there was actually little tiny mini sweaty butt prints. But it's it's the desk, it's the camera, so it's the casting couch, and people are like, "Why does this look so familiar?" And some people are like, "Damn, that looks familiar." Well, by the time it won third place, they didn't realize it. And he wasn't trying to pull a joke on them or anything. And they did admit it was good craftsmanship, right? So it got pulled from the Kentucky State Fair, but it went viral. Like, you know, those TikTokers that pick up stories and go, so one day this guy, blah, blah, blah. Like 5 of those guys picked him up, and he's just going viral around the world for this.
And you don't enter them in and then they win and then pull it from him. I mean,
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
that is ridiculous. Boo!
He was on so many interviews. So he was on the news. He was interviewed for, I think the New York Times, the Daily Mail found him. All the famous TikTok vloggers that tell funny stories found him. I mean, it was bananas.
Sounds bananas.
As a creative, you can't blame where inspiration comes from.
I mean,
Good point.
he defended himself so beautifully and so eloquently because he's so well spoken. So when I told him I was getting Sad Machines on, I was like, "Do you want to hop on and say hi?" And he's like, "Hell yeah, I want to hop on and say hi." So I should backtrack a little bit. He's gonna be on probably in he's in an appointment, so he's gonna be on in probably like 15 minutes.
Okay.
But I wanted to backtrack because I just wanted to give, I mean, I know just a little bit about these guys, like personally. I just wanted to give them like a proper introduction.
Yeah, tell
Sad
us about Sad Machines.
Yeah.
Let
So
it
these
rip.
guys they're pretty new. They actually got together. They're just 4 lifelong Smashing Pumpkins fans who got together in, September of 2023 is when they kind of formed this band.
Oh, wow.
And then, so it's fairly recent. And then, I think they'd done a few shows before we saw them at Rock House, and after we saw them at Rock House. And I just always they were such an impressively tight band. Smashing Pumpkins is hard to cover. It's hard to cover,
Especially
but these guys pulled it off so well. I was like, yeah.
That's really. I'm glad to hear that.
I see a lot of live music. I'm out seeing live music 3-4 times a week. So when I see your show and then I'm finding you on Facebook before you're even off the stage, I'm looking for you. I went on the hunt pretty quick to find you guys and connect with you on Facebook and be like, we gotta talk. And I got you booked right away. It just we were booked out for months and months. It took this long to actually get you on.
I mean, you're doing something right if you're booked that far in advance.
Yeah,
I think we're out to November, right?
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, and I think I met you in April. So, and I also wanted to talk about the event that you guys have coming up on November 23rd at the Cubby Bear.
That'll be a big
That sounds so fun. So it's a 30th anniversary of when Mellon Collie first came out. And so November 23rd at the Cubby Bear, like from 1 to 3, they're going to do like a meet and greet, just, Smashing Pumpkins fans. They're going to have a photo booth and merch, and there's going to be food available and all that stuff. And then at 3:00, these guys, the Sad Machines, take the stage for like a double set. They're going to be on for 3 hours.
What?
Like, all Smashing Pumpkins. It's
That's
gonna
a whole
be
Mellon Collie album right there.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Whole-
be
whole-
bananas.
Don't be an interview.
So mark your calendars, November 23rd, Cubby Bear.
Kevin Z, let me give you a little history. First of all, congratulations taking on Billy Corgan. It is tough stuff, but if we're a local Chicago scene podcast, who better to tribute than Corgan and Pumpkins? Cubby Bear, back in the day, I want to say it was 90 or 91. Cubby Bear I used to work there in the day.
Nice.
Well, we all work somewhere in the day. We're just some people are older than others.
I did Poplar Creek.
Poplar.
Ooh.
The reason I'm bringing up Cubby Bear in this kind of interesting scenario, 89 or 90, I forgot when it was.
John McLaughlin's playing, and it's he's playing a acoustic guitar, and it's a quiet show, and it's a full house, but nobody's making a sound. But at that time, above the Cubby Bear, we had practice spaces where bands would rent out a space above the Cubby Bear, and they would practice. And there happened to be a band practicing that night, even though we told everybody we had a show and not to practice.
Yeah.
And this horrible band was practicing up there. Sounded terrible. I mean, just awful. Smashing Pumpkins.
Oops.
So just so you know that none of us are geniuses, okay?
But Brad, you and I went up there and pulled the plug on Corgan.
Pulled the plug on him, okay?
You guys suck.
Pulled the plug on him, and 12 years later, in front of White Star, I slapped his manager in front of Corgan. So I've gotten Corgan twice, okay?
With hair or without hair?
His manager was being disrespectful at the door. So, but anyway, so just so you don't think that any of us think of ourselves as these great evaluators of talent who, I heard this band the first time and I knew they were going to be a star, and, and I developed them and I booked them, and, no. Thought the Smashing Pumpkins were the worst thing I ever heard in my life. And by the way, they were back then. Okay.
Well, above the Cubby Bear, they were.
They were developing their sound.
The acoustics were bad.
And all of a sudden you hear wow, 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 right before the act was going to start. And the owner George says, hey, go upstairs, tell that band, shut that shit off. We got a real band down here. Cut it out. I go upstairs. The band's going at it. And I'm like, hey, guys. And they wouldn't stop. So I had to yank the cords out of the amps and say, okay, we're done. I go back downstairs and we get the jazz show going. And a couple months later, I hear the Smashing Pumpkins made it big, and they're going to go see Joe Shanahan at the Metro, and they're going to make their break. They were going to do it at the Cubby Bear, except that the stupid bouncer kicked them out from practice, and they never played there again.
And it was you.
And it was me.
Now let's keep in mind, Pete, you are 7 feet tall, give or take.
Give or take 300 to 500 pounds, depending on the beverages that I'm consuming. But it's so cool to see Kevin coming in to do this, because there aren't that many Smashing Pumpkins bands. Billy Corgan is a quirky Highland Park living coffee house wrestling type of guy.
He's got a club. He's got a coffee house or something.
Tea house.
Madame Zuzu's.
Yeah. So he's gone from where he started there to now. And it's awesome to see Kevin coming in and tributing it. Kevin, how'd you get into Smashing Pumpkins? You saw there was some scarcity in the market. You say, you know what? Let's do some pumpkins.
All right. Well, it was David who started it, the singer and guitarist. He made a post on a Pumpkins fan page that I was on. I saw it, but I waited a month because I was in a relationship that I didn't think I'd have time for a band. But that ended. So
Yeah.
I reached out to David, and when I showed up to audition, try out, I looked him up on Facebook, and it turns out we had a mutual friend, and I'd heard of this guy before, so I told him right away, hey, we know Brittany, our friend, and there's a good chance we had met before at a party or maybe even a wedding, but the audition went well. From what I understand, David had some other guys jamming before I showed up, but they didn't work out. We had a drummer named Blake. He jammed a few times, but ultimately that didn't work out. I reached out to a guy I knew and was a fan of named Johnny. He's my friend too now, a really good friend. And he brought in Charlie, the guitarist. And we came together kind of more quickly than we thought we would. And we didn't have our first show until March of 24, though.
Okay.
Wanted to build a good catalog first.
We thought it was pretty tight. We thought it was pretty solid. It was pretty impressive. Pete, you're a bass player too, right?
Are you talking to me, this Pete?
Yeah.
That Pete.
I am the
We
lowest common denominator of bass players that there is on this earth.
Oh, come on.
We call Pete the world's okayest bass player.
Root note Pete.
Root note Pete. He can play. Don't listen to the bullshit. He can play.
He doesn't give himself enough credit, honestly.
You can
Pete's
play one riff. You can play.
To get into the Pumpkins, I mean, you had if you do the right sound at the right time at the right place, you can make anything happen. Because, like, if you go on the net, you can see Billy Corgan. You can see I keep forgetting her name from Hole. You would see Nirvana. They would all hang out in the 90s, and they would all hang out. Who could lead the country in music? Because you had Seattle, you had Chicago, and then you had rap, the East Coast and West Coast.
It's a great time for music, man. It really was.
It was a lot of, and then getting back to jazz and country, it's a great sound, foundational band for the time, especially for Chicago.
Oh, I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, what is this sorcery?
How long did it take you guys to get the 3-hour set of the Pumpkins? That's a lot of distortion, dude.
Yeah, a lot of fuzz. We definitely took our time learning it before we even started playing live. But I think it really helps. And if I'm correct about this, we all picked up instruments as way younger gentlemen 20 years ago, and we were playing. That's what I learned to play guitar on was Pumpkins and System of a Down, and it was came full circle. I thought to myself, if I ever joined a tribute, it would be a Pumpkins tribute. Started with, and that's what I kind of just know off the top of my head. There's a bit more intricacy to their music than you'd think, and just learning this stuff made us realize that, man, we really are students again.
That's why I said it's not an easy band to cover. It's so intricate, and the vocals are so unique, and so the fact that you guys pulled it off and had the crowd just rocking, I was like, that's it. I need to see this band again. Do you guys have shows coming up soon besides the one on November 23rd?
The next one is in October. We've been taking a break for the second half of summer because we had a busy first half.
October.
The guys have other projects and they're taking some time with those. But yeah. October 11th. Port Barrington, Broken Oar is the business.
Oh my God, that's my home away from home. That's my hood.
Come on down.
Nice.
Wait, hold on. What's the day of the week?
Saturday, October 11th.
All right, is that a listener party? We're going to put it down in the books now.
Do it.
I do this every week.
All their friends and tell them to tell their friends too.
And I never show up.
I'm going to make sure there's a ton of people there, I promise.
Yay. Yeah.
Beth knows a few people.
I know a gal who knows a guy who knows a gal.
So, Kevin, you are you guys only covering the Pumpkins? I mean, because I know there's cover bands out there that, will cover let's say 80-85% is one particular band, in your case the Smashing Pumpkins, but do you guys deviate and cover anything else from that era, or is it strictly Pumpkins?
We've talked about deviating because we've played with a band or two that we played with a Weezer band that when they were done with the Weezer songs, they did some Nirvana after that. But as far as it goes, we've discussed it. We haven't put it into effect yet, though.
Don't do it. I vote no.
Being a
vote no.
Weezer fan, Weezer did do an album of covers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in all fairness,
Africa. Love Weezer. That dude
Yeah,
from
I do
Harvard.
too. I
What's
love
that guy's
too.
from Harvard, the lead singer,
Rivers.
Imagine this.
if you will?
Billy Corgan is in town and he catches wind of your show at Broken Oar on October 11th, and you guys decide to throw in something else at the end. How do you think Billy's going to feel about that?
Actually, that's kind of funny that you asked that because I haven't asked the band, but I'm thinking because of the timing now, and I think Billy would approve if we did a Black Sabbath cover.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, that's game on. That's fair play for everybody.
I haven't asked the band about this yet, but I think that would be a good idea.
Which
That's
song?
fair play for everybody. Black Sabbath, yeah.
No,
So
which
Beth
song?
says you can't do any other songs unless it's something she likes.
No, it has to be Ozzy related. That's a special situation.
The closest we've done though is the Pumpkins. They did a few covers as in their catalog, and we covered their cover of Depeche Mode.
Okay. Then that's fine too. But I think you should stick to. Then you go from being a tribute band to a cover band.
Well, to be fair though, too, the Smashing Pumpkins put an album out called Pieces of Scariot or something like that, and on that, I want to say Billy Corgan covered the song Landslide.
Yeah, by Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they
All right.
have covered stuff.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's true. That's true.
The Devil's Advocate.
The amount of covers they've done could be a full album.
I will say this, Kevin, as a drummer that actually
For hire.
played some Pumpkins, for hire way back in the day when I was.
When you need one.
I used to play Ode to No One, and I'm telling you, man, I hope that is on your set list.
That one is a fire song.
Oh yeah, it's a pain in the ass to play.
For like literally each instrument it is. I agree.
Like I said, that's a whole respect for Mr.
Heavy
Chamberlain.
machine gun.
Chamberlain's an unbelievable drummer.
Just amazing. And he's just riding the snare through most of it, and then it just kicks in, and he's got this
And he's still alive too.
on it. It's just incredible.
Yeah.
All the talent that died at age 27, and Chamberlain's still around. It's crazy.
Preston, there he is.
There's the miniature guy.
How's it going, guys?
This is
Pete Dory.
Look at how controversial he looks. Doesn't he look like he would just stir up some controversy with his miniature things?
Miniature porn?
Man,
I heard about you, Preston, and your couch trip.
yeah, that was.
We all have.
It's still going. I'm probably the only person in Kentucky State Fair history to get a lifetime ban.
A lifetime ban seems a little extreme.
I think I'm still kind of trying to decide whether that's a flex or not.
Just go in under a different name.
Oh, for sure. That is definitely coming. Yeah, next year. Yes, next year for sure. I got something for him.
Parking lot next to that dildo shop.
by a WNBA game.
Anyway, Preston was with me when I saw the Sad Machines. He was up visiting from Kentucky. We went and saw it. We thought it was serendipity that Sad Machines were playing, and we went and we were hooked. So
yeah, it was great. I was actually in Chicago for a miniature convention. I was there looking at stuff for clients and things like that. And I'm probably one of the last people that you want to see walk through the door at a Pumpkins tribute show.
Why?
Because I love the Pumpkins so deeply that any missed chord, any missed anything, I'm going to be picking it apart. But that being said, I had such a blast at that show that it was incredible. Like, I thought I was going to go in like this uppity critic, like, oh, these guys will never be as good as my beloved Pumpkins. But the thing was, like, you know, sometimes you have these moments where you're like, you look back on them months later or weeks or years or whatever later, and you're just like, it just hits you, and you're like, damn, that was so much fun. Like, it's one of those core memories that just sticks with you from a trip or something you do, and you never know when they're happening that's going to stick with you. But it happened to me, I don't know, several weeks ago, and I messaged Beth, and I'm like, I got to find out when these guys are playing again, because I've got to come to Chicago just to see that. Just for that, no other responsibilities, nothing. I'm like, I need the date that they're playing again. And she's like, oh, well, a couple weeks
October
later, she's like,
11th.
coincidentally, they're going to be on the podcast. You want to say hey? And I'm like, hell yeah, I want to say hey. So I'm glad I'm here.
And get your ass up here October 11th, because they're playing a show at my favorite place, the Broken Oar.
I heard good things about the Broken Oar.
It's awesome.
Nice.
So Preston, October 11th.
I'm going to write that down right now.
So
very cool. Yeah, I would look forward to that show a lot. So I'm going to put that on my calendar 11th. And try and get Hotel Miller ready for me, and we'll see what we can do.
You got it.
It was so much fun. Big fan. And funny thing is, the Smashing Pumpkins were my first concert. I've been to hundreds of concerts, but the Pumpkins were my very first concert. And you guys were my first tribute band, other than seeing part of the band that opened for you from, the White Stripes tribute band. Other than that, you were the first tribute band that I went to go see. And I thought it was so fitting that it turned out to be a Pumpkins tribute band, and my Pumpkins were my first concert. So I just thought that was a cool connection.
And such a tight show at that. Like I said, I walked in skeptical, because it's hard to cover the Pumpkins. That's not an easy, let alone to do it for 2 hours straight and do it well.
It's really
every
difficult.
single song.
It didn't feel to me, as someone in the audience, it didn't feel like here's our take on the Pumpkin song. It felt like people who knew the Pumpkins as much as I do, and they're like, we want to play the Pumpkins. If we wanted to make it sound like our own shit, we'd play our own shit, but we want to play this. And I think that was
album version as we can.
Yeah, I thought that was great, because there's nothing worse than the thought of seeing somebody put their own spin on something you already love. You know what I mean? I think
it depends, but for a tribute show, I think you'd want to hit it.
Well, that's a difference between tribute and cover band, right? Fans go there for a specific experience. That's why you get booked there, and you have to give that experience. If you wanted to make your own take, fine, be a cover band. Yeah. Like the Mosquitoes, Bongo Mike, right? You guys put your own take on stuff, right?
We change all kinds of stuff. We do our own versions. We mix it around. We'll add in stuff that's not on the studio. So that's the difference. If I go to see a tribute band, exactly to your point, Pete, I want to see someone that's going to be tributing that particular artist, whatever it is.
What kind of stuff do you guys play?
Everything. Everything. Tell them, Beth.
We call him Bongo Mike for a reason.
A lot of Santana.
Well, actually, we used to do a lot more Santana, but it's Santana, it's Clapton, Allman Brothers,
Dead.
Fleetwood Mac. The Dead's even gotten. Here's my take on it, and we talked about Kevin. You're in a Smashing Pumpkins tribute band. I can't think of another one that's out in the Chicago area that I know of. But what is there a lot of? There's a lot of Grateful Dead cover bands. There's a lot of Journey cover bands. It's been covered. I don't need to do that. So we're doing a little less of that stuff and a little more, we're doing Fleetwood Mac, but there's Fleetwood Mac cover bands. Just mixing it around. And we're also doing stuff that nobody else does. Nobody's covering Grace Potter, or very few people. Nobody's covering Bonnie Raitt, and we are. So I like to think that we're at least getting a little deeper than, your standard American Girl from Tom Petty,
Have you ever covered anything related to Genesis? That's my favorite.
So, okay, you jumped on that one. I saw behind you a signed picture of the Mama. I see the Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. So I'm seeing all this Genesis stuff.
There's a big wall behind me. It's
okay. Just bring us up to speed, because I'm a prog guy and I love that stuff. And Pete always disses us prog guys. So I want to know. Tell me about it.
About my Genesis fascination, man. I love them since I was kids, and I had older brothers who were more of the era, and they listened to Phil Collins and Genesis I was driving with him one night, and I Don't Care Anymore by Phil came on, and I said, "Hey, I like this. Can I borrow whatever you got?" And he gave me a big plastic bag full of Genesis and Phil CDs, and that was in the mid '90s, and like it kind of coincided with my Pumpkins fascination, like parallel. Those are my two favorite bands.
Drummers that sing.
Yeah.
Who's on drums? Okay, so we got Kevin here on bass. The other three guys who couldn't make it was Johnny on drums, Charlie on guitar, and David on vocals and guitar. So we've got Kevin on bass. Now, Kevin, do you like? I can't remember remind me who all sings on stage besides David. Do you guys all sing?
Other than David, it's just me doing backups, harmonies and stuff.
Okay. So Charlie's not and Johnny's not.
No.
Yeah, you don't need like 3-part harmonies.
Yeah, throw a mic their way and see what happens one day.
I just love drummers that sing, and Dan
Nothing
Dillon
but
did it
trouble,
yesterday.
Kevin. Don't give your drummer a microphone. It's nothing but trouble.
Okay.
Make weird noises and all kinds of stuff.
Beth can play cowbell. You got any cowbell songs?
Big wall of sound. No cowbell yet. We'll see.
I'm on it. We can even get Preston and get him up on stage with a tambourine. What do you think, Preston? Tambourine?
Hey, I'm down. Let's do it. Just call me the
Tambourine
tambourine
man?
Yeah, listen while I play.
Yeah.
Preston, I think Preston is our longest distance call-in fan of a band to join our show. I think he wins the long distance prize.
I'm expecting a T-shirt.
Bragging rights.
I'll get him a Hogpod T-shirt. No, he's calling in from Kentucky. That's the longest
Get that
distance.
guy a T-shirt.
That works. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys having me on and getting my take on what you're doing up there. I really enjoyed it. Had a great time, and I definitely can't wait to see you again.
October 11th.
Preston, thank you very much.
All right, guys. Take it easy. I'm going to jump off of here.
Love you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Bye,
meet you
love
too.
you.
Yeah, Preston.
Bye, you too.
All right, now let's talk about him now that he's gone.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about his creepy couch.
Too soon, Kevin. Too soon.
Oh.
Does it come with stains?
That's great. He came back. That was awesome.
I gotta tell you, that's pretty cool, Kevin. You get a fan that never saw you before, happens to be in town. Pretty cool that Beth wired that up. Good job, Beth.
Very much so.
People meeting. I like to introduce people to other people and then like leave the room and then like let them go.
How many couples have you set up?
I've done that before. I just you put two people in a room and then you just leave the room. It's pretty easy. But I want to make sure we hit some of the hard-hitting questions like your first concert and or your favorite concert and or the concert that lit you up and said, I need a guitar.
Well, there's two concerts that come to mind. Ever since I was little, I remember my parents taking me to American English, the Beatles tribute. They're everywhere. They're huge. They do a good job.
Yeah.
They do all the air.
I saw them 2 weeks ago.
Stood the test of time so far.
As for my absolute favorite show, I have a lot. I have like a top 5, but the one that comes to mind most was 2001 Chicago United Center, or not United Center, Allstate Arena. It was the Pledge of Allegiance tour. This was Slipknot, System of a Down, Rammstein, No One, and American Head Charge. That was a show of shows.
Did you say Rammstein?
Yeah. They weren't even the headliner, and they were phenomenal. They had the fire, and you could feel it, and the singer wore this helmet with a laser eye, like looking around like the Terminator. It was neat.
Yeah, they're strange.
That's my band. My band is Rammstein. If you look on my Facebook, my background picture is me in front of the Rammstein balloon going, yeah.
As it
says, "Du Cast."
But that tour came out around the time Slipknot did Iowa and System did Toxicity, so that was a lot of hits.
Yes.
Oh my god! And Pete, you guys, there's more than just Du Hast, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna educate you guys on some Rammstein. I'm gonna send you some videos, okay?
Radio.
I'm gonna educate y'all.
Can you get them on, Beth? I mean, if you could get those guys on.
Oh, Till Lindemann. That's the lead singer.
You got his number, right?
Oh, I'll find him. I can find anybody.
You got the sad machines. You can do Rammstein.
Yeah.
Ooh. She found you guys. You can find them. You can do it, Beth.
Like I said, I see live music 3-4 times a week, but every now and then I'll see a brand new band that I just click with and say, I know a talent when I see it, and then I hunt them down and I persist until they finally they know they gotta book me to they gotta let me book them to get me off their back. I do what it takes.
Yeah, you're like a bull in a china shop.
I'm quiet. I'm not so quietly persistent.
Good. So wait, Kevin, going back to the concert stuff. So that was your favorite concert, but did you see Genesis?
I have seen Genesis. I saw them when they did the 2007 reunion, and then I saw them. This is a little Shadowbox tribute to that when they did their farewell tour in 2021. I went to both nights in Chicago.
Yeah, 2007. I was at that show at the United Center.
Yeah, that was my first Genesis show. I felt lucky to get that, but then they reunited again, and that was cool. Even though Phil didn't have the energy, he still had the humor.
Yeah, you still went?
Yeah,
you went to that one?
Yeah, I felt it was a nice way to say goodbye to a band that gave me so much.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's cheering at the end, and I'm yelling, "Thank you, thank you."
That's so sweet. I'd be crying.
Do you know the song "Follow You, Follow Me"?
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
So they played that at the farewell show, and it was part of a 3-song acoustic set. The whole arena is cell phone lights. I just took a moment to look around me and go do a whole 360 and take that in, because that was a moment. I cried at that. I won't lie.
Oh, I'd be sobbing. No doubt. No doubt. You're not a fan if you don't get emotional at stuff like that. It's just not good. You're grateful for the time you had.
Yeah, I'm lucky I got
active, but you know it's never going to be the same when they're gone. But at the same time, I love having them there just by being able to hit play.
And now that they're officially done, they can spend time coming out with like official bootlegs now and stuff. I'll buy them all.
Yeah. Now, would you go see a Phil Collins cover band, Kevin?
I know there is one, and
there is the Phil Collins.
Check it out. Yeah, the Phil Collins.
Before I had the pleasure of seeing them at the Arcada, and that guy is really good.
I do want to check that out.
If you go, I think there's coming to Des Plaines Theater like in November. But if you go see them, I got to warn you, it's mostly the Phil Collins stuff. He touches a little bit on the Genesis, but he doesn't get. You're going to hear primarily the solo stuff, and not all of it.
That's what the musical box is for. That's the Genesis tribute that makes
those guys are fantastic. I've seen them too. They're from Canada, Canada.
That's right.
Canada.
Everybody. Mike sees everyone.
I've seen Echoes of Pompeii, a really good Pink Floyd tribute. And there's an ELO tribute I've been meaning to see, Ticket to the Moon.
They're playing on Thursday, by the way.
I'm trying to go to that if I'm not too tired.
Yeah, they were pretty good. I got to tell you, they do a good job. I mean, I saw them twice now. They've been at Rosemont the last couple of years. They're good. They do a good job.
These are all like classic rock bands, and I'm all about that. But the Pumpkins are like a modern day classic rock with their variety and like their intricacies.
Well, and like Pete was alluding to earlier, that they were that movement of all these bands coming out of Chicago, because prior to that there wasn't a whole lot of music nationally getting recognition for the Chicago bands, and they were one of them.
And this alternative movement kind of made people say, or like, what happened to hair metal? I don't know. Let's listen to Nirvana.
Yeah.
But now, everything's going to come back because everybody's still a fan years later,
I mean, I was never a Nirvana fan. It didn't hit me in the right way. But when I heard the Smashing Pumpkins, and I can honestly say I'd never heard anything like it, and I've never heard anything like it since. Nobody's copycatted them. Nobody's been able to duplicate.
The thing I really like about them, in addition to a lot of my favorite bands, is they dare to try different things, even if it doesn't, pan out great commercially or whatever. But I like that they try new things.
Yeah. Who's watching Billy Corgan's podcast?
I haven't gotten to that one. I listened to the one from a year or two ago about the 33 podcast, but I haven't heard the new one yet.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen a
actually
couple.
it's the one I saw was like a video podcast. Like they were sitting on a couch and it's just him and someone else talking and
Oh wait, was that the one with Corey Feldman?
Yeah, he did one with Corey Feldman. It was on YouTube. I saw some stuff on YouTube.
Yeah,
I
this
think-
was
Chris, you sent that to me, I think.
Yeah,
The
I think
one with
so.
Corey
I think
Feldman.
right.
yeah, no, I mean this one that I'm referring to is different, but I like Billy's interviewing style. He asks intelligent questions and then he listens for the answers.
That's good because
And
We don't do that.
I was trying to drop a hint.
We don't do that. We ask unintelligent questions and we interrupt people. I know Brontosaurus.
It's like Monty Python. What is the air speed of a swallow? What do you mean? African or European? I don't know.
Who's on
Boing.
first? What's on second?
The Magnificent Others with Billy Corgan.
There's enough of those out now that I could probably spend a good deal of time watching them all now.
Have
Yeah,
you
it was
ever
driving
been,
me nuts. I had to
have
look
you
it
been
up.
to Madame Zuzu's or no?
I went to the old location in Highland Park a few years ago. Well, more than once, but I haven't been to the new one yet. There's good tea. And they had some granola this one time that I really loved, but I don't know if they still have it. Really good granola.
Good what? Granola?
Yeah, it tasted really good.
Now I know what to keep my eye out for when I'm in a granola selling store. Good granola for Kevin.
They didn't have it the last time I went, but that's okay. It's a tea shop.
Or didn't a car crash into his Zuzu's place
That's
or whatever?
right. Yeah, recently that happened, and I hope nobody was hurt, but I think nobody was hurt.
Yeah, I thought I remember reading that.
Bongo Mike, they were making light of dumb questions, and I think you have that market cornered.
I have the fans have written in while we were on the show. I'm watching my phone, and the fans wrote in. They want to know more about Kevin. So Kevin, I've got some easy. I call these very simple questions. Easy.
No, this gets deep.
Me or the
Don't
sad beans?
let him
Easy stuff.
relax.
So
This
glad I
gets
didn't have
deep.
to do this.
Easy.
It's
This is like
time to
quick
crack.
answers. We don't need you to think about them.
Lightning
Time
round.
to
All right,
Press
ready?
is
You
on.
ready?
Ready?
All right. Our fan from Schaumburg wrote in and said, Kevin, what's your favorite ice cream?
Cookies and cream with extra Oreo.
Nice. Nice.
2 weeks in a
done.
row.
Is that a Ben and
Well
Jerry's
done.
cookies and cream or
Whatever I can get my hands on.
just
Well
cookies
done.
and cream? Okay.
Yeah, nice.
Cold Stone never let me down now that I think of it.
Yeah, Cold Stone Creamery, man. That's some good stuff. I like
That's
that.
a crack.
Got another question here from Sarah, and she's from Stone
Bolingbrook.
Park. Stone Park? Ay, ay, ay. She says, Kevin, what's your favorite romantic movie?
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Actually,
Good one.
they got all
Good
kinds
one.
of stories in there, sad and happy.
Sarah
Good
wants your number.
Get with me.
Next, you get done playing a gig, you're hungry, you come home. Favorite pig out food? Was it pizza, burgers, tacos, burritos? What do you? You're starving, you just got to eat something. What's your go-to?
Probably one of my snacks, which is Cheez-Its or Goldfish crackers.
Nice goldfish crackers.
Oh,
That is old
that's a
school, my
first,
friend.
The Parmesan
Salad.
and the pizza flavor are the best.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like
Give
the
that a
combos. The combos.
Nice. Nice pull, Kevin. Way to go. Way to go.
Farm all the way. Anyway,
Last question. This is a real easy one. Pop-Tarts, love them or hate them?
oh, that's a good one because it's a complex answer.
which flavor?
Them. I like them, and I like them all, but depending on the flavor, I like it hot or cold or both. Strawberry, I like hot. Blueberry, I like cold. S'mores could go either way.
Oh,
How about cinnamon?
bisexual.
Cinnamon's okay.
He's
Not my
bi-toastal.
I
You're
like it.
bi-toastal.
Bi-toastal, very good.
Bi-toastal. You know what the best one is though? It's only out occasionally. Is the grape flavor.
I haven't seen that one.
I haven't had that.
Grab it. It's rare.
Yeah.
Limited edition.
I
gotta
tried
be
the
honest,
Thin Mint cookie one, and it wasn't so good.
No?
No.
They're hit or miss, but I like I know what I like, and I like what I know. There you go.
Hey, that's
Oh.
the Genesis ref. I like it. You get an extra points here, Kevin.
Am I winning?
I think Beth
You
needs to
win
send
it.
you a shirt.
10.
Let's go over the events you have coming up. We'll put up your calendar here. This show comes out in about a week. Is there any event coming up you want to promote on here?
Nothing coming up in the meantime until October 10th in Port Barrington. The
All
Broken.
right. Broken
11.
Oar.
11.
11.
But that doesn't mean something else can't pop up sooner, but you never know.
How does somebody book you guys? Who do they email?
They reach out to David via our Facebook page.
Okay. And what is the
And
Facebook page?
It's the Sad Machines.
Sad Machines.
The
I will
Sad
send you
Machines
the
or
link.
just Sad Machines?
We'll put it right here.
I believe
Insert
the
here.
title is The Sad Machines - Tribute to Smashing Pumpkins.
What is the most bitching song that you do that you are psyched to play?
Ooh, just to open the show?
Yeah.
This show.
Gosh. Oh, man. I mean, we all have I think we have a common favorite that we play every show, but it's more towards the end. I would say our good openers are Cherub Rock or Bullet with Butterfly Wings.
Pick one.
Um,
That's on YouTube.
Do Bullet.
TikTok. Bullet. Let's go Bullet.
Yeah.
That one gets people's attention right away.
Can I find it on
I-
YouTube, TikTok? Like, where is it?
Golly. We do have YouTube. The Sad Machines.
Okay. We'll put it up
That's
there.
all.
Okay.
That's what we
I'm
need.
so disappointed it's not Ode to No One. I am just disappointed.
It's still on that, isn't
That
it?
would be a great.
I'm telling you what, man, if you ever listen to that song, you'll be addicted to it like I am. I'm telling you right now.
Send
What
me
was
the
the-
link,
Powerful.
Rhodesy.
It's the most powerful pumpkin song I've ever heard, ever attempted to play, any of that stuff,
I
man.
need help with my memory. What was the breakout song? Cherub or what was it?
I think
Today-
it was
Same album as
Cherub
Cherub,
Rock.
yeah.
Wait, what'd you say, Kevin? Go.
It was either Today or Cherub Rock because Siamese Dream was definitely what skyrocketed them.
And it's
Or-
crazy. It's crazy how I think he dumped Courtney. What was her name? I keep forgetting her name.
Wow.
Courtney Love.
Courtney
Hull.
Love. Courtney.
Yeah, not Courtney Hull.
Courtney Neutral.
Bongo Mike, where are you guys playing? In a week?
This Friday, which the show is going to be after it.
Yeah.
But I'm with Soundtracks of a Generation at the Lyric in Blue Island, doing the Woodstock show. So we're doing all the music from the movie Woodstock. Woodstock 68 or 69, not Woodstock 95 when they started.
99.
Yeah, 99 when they started tearing shit up
Yeah.
and burning stuff. We decided not to do that one.
Well,
And
he
It
did
is
that in the
such a
60s
good
too.
show. That's a really good show. I've seen that.
But next week, when the show does air, August 20th, we're going to be at the Highwood Market from 6 to 9 o'clock at night. And they do like a market thing. And, they have bands in this like little park where they.
Is that the Nashwood or no?
It's not Nashwood. Nashwood's at the end of the month.
Okay.
That's the 29th, but the 20th of August. And then Black Diamond the next day, Black Diamond Sessions will be doing the 21st at the third Thursday at the Wooden Nickel. And then that Sunday, the Mosquitoes are going to be opening and kicking off the Skokie Backlot Bash. So just about the time you finish your pancake breakfast, 1 p.m., main stage, Skokie, Illinois.
Yeah,
So-
Kevin, you gotta check out. Kevin's got to check out the Mosquitoes. I think you'd dig it, Kevin.
Do you have an intro track before you play your first song? If not, you should consider the sounds of buzzing mosquitoes.
Absolutely. But then you gotta
Yeah, right.
then you gotta count on the drummer playing the track.
It is such a fun. I mean, what are you guys, a jam band? Is that what you would call yourselves, the Mosquitoes? A jam band? I don't know.
I mean,
it's just
it is and it isn't. I think we're probably just, from No Doubt, Alanis Morissette, Santana, Clapton. I mean, it's all over the map. It's hard to
all
explain.
jams.
Which I got to tell you, Kevin, just a little bit of advice. It's really nice when you're in a tribute band and you can say, we play the music of the Smashing Pumpkins. It's a simple, when people ask me what we do, In Black Diamond Sessions is the same thing also. It's like, how do you explain it? Now, that's only one part of the problem. The second part of the problem is when you reach out to bars or to festivals and you try to explain, they don't want to hear all that. When you say I'm a Smashing Pumpkins tribute band, they know exactly what they're getting. I know what we're booking at this fest, or I know what the bar, oh, this is tribute night, and here we've got the Sad Machines doing the Smashing Pumpkins. I got to tell you, that is one advantage to not being just a cover band and being more of a tribute band like you guys. So kudos to you, man. It's got to be a lot easier to have to explain what you do than when like somebody like Beth says, well, what do you do?
Yeah.
I think it helps when it comes to playing with, certain sounding bands.
Yes.
Well, it helps the people that are booking you. It's the owners. It turns a 15-minute call into a 30-second call.
Yeah,
right.
It does. It really does. I mean, everybody knows what you do because you've just told them. Even if you deviate and play a couple cover songs, doesn't matter. You're a Smashing Pumpkins tribute band.
To that point, Kevin, we have CBob on the show from now and then, and he does. He's got a Soundgarden band. He's got a Pearl Jam band, Faith No More band. So, if we can get you hooked up with him sometime, that'd be a great bill to have all you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I accept this proposal. That would be great. I know the guys, and I would love that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
What a great double bill,
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Or a triple bill or whatever they come up with.
So, Rhodesy, I hear you play the drums. Is that true?
Some from time to time. I've been known to pick up the sticks once in a while.
So it means you're for hire. Where can people find out more about the great Chris Rhodes?
Oh, well, I'll be playing with my friends in Focal Point again at Mad Cats on the 23rd.
You put the drums sideways.
That's right. The world's tiniest stage.
I've been told they have a drum set there. I don't know. I'm going to bring one just in case.
Bring your cymbals.
House kit ever again.
The only time, Chris, they have a drum set, I think, is on that Blues Jam on Sunday nights. And I believe Dave Levitt brings that drum set there. They do not have a drum set that I know of.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Because I have nothing good to say about most kits that are left for just anyone to play on.
Don't want them.
Hey, Chris,
make sure you got pedals, cymbals, whatever. You just bring a whole damn kit, and then whatever you need, just deconstruct it and put it.
Hey, Chris, put your drums in the kitchen. You'll be fine.
Yeah. And other than that, I just got to do a promotion because we got the Mikey D's got the Friction show coming up. I just heard that we're going to start doing the rehearsals for that starting in a couple of weeks, and of course the Coterri. The Yacht Rock on September 28th.
Yeah, baby.
Can't wait for that.
And then Beth Miller, thank you for bringing Kevin on the show.
My pleasure.
How do bands and bar owners, fans, how do they get on this show, Beth?
So it's funny because when I was out on Thursday, I booked 2 people on the spot. In person on the spot, I was like, give me your name, give me your cell number, give me your email.
Yeah, barroom promise.
It was awesome. I know I got to follow up with those people.
Yeah, I'll be there. Hey, where they at?
For sure. Got to follow up. But other than that, email is beth@hogpod.org, or you can text me at 708-287-3692.
And then, Beth, you do a hell of a job. And then why is it a .org? Because within the first 3 minutes of this program, this podcast, it is demonetized immediately. Everything we do, demonetized. This is all for the fans, my friends.
Yeah.
Kevin, Rhodesy, Bongo Mike, Beth Miller, thank you. Everybody, thank you. I'm on the road for dealing with the technical difficulties and all that, but whatever. We're here for the fans. Everybody, go visit a local venue. Go see a band you haven't seen before. The Chicago music scene is bitchin'.
Great job, Kevin.
Great job, guys.
Nice meeting you, Kevin.
Thanks, everybody.
Pleasure to meet you.
For having me.
We'll see you out there.
See you. Smell you later.